Right, welcome to this, say, Time of Christ, Day 7 edition, and it's very unique in its kind. And the uniqueness is, of course, that it's a spontaneous occurrence, even though it was planned. But I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm really happy that you're here. And today we start with not a meditation necessarily, but an active invitation to a light experience. And what we use for that is lesson 41, I think it is, lesson 41. God goes with me wherever I go, and this we use as a practice. So we're going to start right away, because this is a great introduction into how we continue the rest of this meeting. And that is, like, this is the first episode of the Light Healing Circle, Spiritual Healing Circle. And in that we use specific ingredients, like some miracle principles. There's one poem, and there are exercises that we're going to do together. And this is a continuation, in fact, with where we started with some weeks ago with the spiritual healing open sessions. So it's great. So it's wonderful to start with this, because to start with the lesson, because it immediately invites you to go within, to look, say, to explore there for light beyond your ideas of who you think you are, what you think is going on in this moment, whether you're able to do this or not, or any kind of concern that you might have, like all of that. We move beyond it today, by your decision, of course. So that is the loveliness of this. And yeah, so here's the thing that happens to me all the time. It's like sometimes I just start making music. In the morning, for instance, I sit down behind my keyboard and start making music, and I come into a very subtle experience of sound. I start to open up and really listen, and this is a great way for me to start, because then everything easily falls into place. And so here today too, with this, it's like here's I read the lesson, but in fact underneath of that is already like a vibratory support that is connected to an experience, the experience of being open to receive, being willing to let go of everything else, stepping into the unknown of, I have no idea how this is supposed to look, but I'm willing to go there and just see what happens. Like the experience of light that we're inviting you to is in fact always a comforting experience. So it's not that it can upset you or anything. Now here, the other hand, it's like from the world, it can, in your experience, it might upset you. Or if you don't see it for what it is, it will upset you, because it's limited, it's not very pretty in that sense. It is what it is. So here, this is then opening up for the light experience within. Seems to be like a step that really brings you into, like, you make it complicated for yourself, in other words, because it is the most natural thing that can happen to you. And the things that are happening to you during the day are not natural at all. They are always like upsetting or limiting or distracting or who knows what. But they don't bring you inside to have a recognition of your totality. Well, going within can immediately give you that. So that's what I'm saying is this is like you might feel a little hesitancy in order to go inward, to allow yourself to be taken to that place where you can receive that, And this resistance is okay. It's like if it's too much, you start over again, or you start to breathe, focus on your breath for a moment. But here's like, no, you can totally trust this. Yeah, let this happen. Whatever comes up, whatever emotions come up, let them come up. They disappear in a moment. By you just wanting to sink deeper into your withinness and connect with the light that is there. It's certain. It's your security. So that's what we practice today. Now, we're listening first to it's probably 4 or 5 minutes or so of the recording where I read lesson 41. God goes with me wherever I go, and we're actually doing the practice as instructed. And then we will be still for 5 minutes or so after. God goes with me wherever I go. Today's idea will eventually overcome completely the sense of loneliness and abandonment which all the separated ones experience. Depression is an inevitable consequence of separation. So are anxiety, worry, a deep sense of helplessness, misery, suffering, and an intense fear of loss. The separated ones have invented many cures for what they believe to be the ills of the world. But the one thing they do not do is to question the reality of the problem. Yet its effects cannot be cured because it is not real. The idea for today has the power to end all this foolishness forever, and foolishness it is, despite the serious and tragic forms it may take. Deep within you is everything that is perfect, ready to radiate through you and out into the world. It will cure all sorrow and pain and fear and loss, because it will heal the mind that thought these things were real and suffered out of its allegiance to these beliefs. You can never be deprived of your perfect holiness, because its source goes with you wherever you go. You can never suffer, because the source of all joy goes with you wherever you go. You can never be alone, because the source of all life goes with you wherever you go. Nothing can destroy your peace of mind, because God goes with you wherever you go. We understand that you do not believe all this. How could you, when the truth is hidden deep within, under a heavy cloud of insane thoughts, dense and obscuring, yet representing all you see? Today we will make our first attempt to get past this dark and heavy cloud, and to go through it to the light beyond. There will be only one long practice period today. In the morning, as soon as you get up, if possible, sit quietly for some 3 to 5 minutes with your eyes closed. At the beginning of this practice period, repeat today's idea very slowly. Then make no effort to think of anything. Try instead to get a sense of turning inward, past all the idle thoughts of the world. Try to enter very deeply into your own mind, keeping it clear of any thoughts that might divert your attention. From time to time you may repeat today's idea if you find it helpful, but most of all, try to sink down and inward, away from the world and all the foolish thoughts of the world. You're trying to reach past all these things. You're trying to leave appearances and approach reality. It is quite possible to reach God. In fact, it is very easy because it is the most natural thing in the world. You might even say it is the only natural thing in the world. The way will open if you believe that it is possible. This exercise can bring very startling results even the first time it is attempted, and sooner or later it is always successful. We will go into more detail in connection with this kind of practice as we go along, but it will never fail completely and instant success is possible. Throughout the day, use today's idea often, repeating it very slowly and preferably with eyes closed. Think of what you are saying, what the words mean. Concentrate on the holiness which they imply about you, on the unfailing companionship which is yours, on the complete protection that surrounds you. You can indeed afford to laugh at fear thoughts, remembering that God goes with you wherever you go. Are you allowing yourself to sink into this subtle space within you, where there is quiet, where there is light, where there is connection, where there is connectedness, communion? So how beautiful is this? How beautiful is this? So it's good to breathe and to relax, because we're not done yet. This is just the warming up or the start, and you see this like it's like a continuation of where we left off yesterday in the tape group meeting. Joel is talking about the source of life. The source is within you, the source of health, the source of abundance, the source of everything. And you see Jesus continues here too with the source is within you. The source, everything is there. Everything is there. You can completely rely on it. Now this brings you to a place inside yourself where the doubt dissolves, where the concerns are laid down by your choice. And so here it becomes clear where we actually deal with, and that is this is a course in miracles. This is a course in a miraculous occurrence that is taking place within you that will show you your perfection. And that is the occurrence. You're ready to receive that. You're made ready to receive it. Everything is pointing in that same direction. All the support is directed towards your recognition of that what is already yours. And so I want to use two miracle principles number 13 and number 28. I don't know if that says anything to you, but they all have to do with healing, with rebirth, with seeing yourself for what you are instead of anything else. So miracle principles are there as reminders, but they're very active reminders. So it's like, let this enter into your consciousness and receive it well. Listen to every word of it. Let it affect you. Let it completely wipe you off your feet. That's the least. That's the least you can do. That's great. So yeah, I'm going to bring those up. They're so beautiful. It's unbelievable. And you probably have read them, but never heard them like this, for sure. This is number 13, the lucky 13 miracle principle from the Blue Book. And here we go. So let this affect you. Hear what this says. Allow this to be miraculous within you. By you having no idea about it, by you stepping back and trying to decipher what they actually mean, that has nothing to do with it. Miracles are both beginnings and endings, and so they alter the temporal order. They are always affirmations of rebirth, which seem to go back, but really go forward. They undo the past in the present, and thus release the future. Miracles are both beginnings and endings, and so they alter the temporal order. They're always affirmations of rebirth, which seem to go back but really go forward. They undo the past in the present and thus release the future. You want a future different from the past. You don't want to repeat the same story. You want a present. You want a future different from the past, but you want that to be literally exposed to you in the present. Miracles are both beginnings and endings, and so they alter the temporal order. They bring the past and the future together in the present moment. They are always affirmations of rebirth, which seem to go back but really go forward. They undo the past in the present and thus release the future. Okay, so here's more. Listen to this. Miracles enable you to heal the sick and raise the dead, because you made sickness and death yourself, and can therefore abolish both. You are a miracle, capable of creating in the likeness of your Creator. Everything else is your own nightmare and does not exist. It will never be real. Only the creations of light are real. Listen to this, it's unbelievable. That's given to us today, specifically now, to receive this. Miracles enable you to heal the sick and raise the dead, because you made sickness and death yourself, and can therefore abolish both. You are a miracle, capable of creating in the likeness of your Creator. Everything else is your own nightmare and does not exist. Only the creations of light are real. We're getting closer to the point where we're actually going to practice this directly together. And so it's like a miraculous practice that we do. But before that, I want to share something, and this is also like a reference point. It is very much related, because I don't know how else to express it, as a vibratory experience for myself. Like, these are the words that I could come up with, but it represents something that goes way beyond the words. So it's like tuning in on a frequency, a healing frequency of light that is given to you. Like, I receive that, I give it to you. Now you can receive that and give it away too. Extend it by receiving it for yourself. So I'm going to share that with you. It is, yeah, it is what it is. Colors, light, movement, sensing, breathing, subtle changes receiving, opening my ever-expanding, ultra-sensitive perceiving, expanding beyond personal, dissolving in creative passion fire, molecules, undeniable noise, atoms buzzing, electrons hissing, silence transforms, vibrations of light, celestial frequencies, angelic presence, my withinness, in high expectancy,